Okay, we're live here on AD Nightly. Thank you so much for tuning in, liking, and subscribing, and combing my hair as you do. Wait, that's me. What's up, everybody? Another rousing edition of AD Nightly here, where we break down the news cycle, specifically me and no one else. Ben Boquist here. Thanks for listening, and kind of some heavy topics as usual. Going through the news cycle, I don't shy away from basically just the cycle of what's going on, what has happened, why I think the things that happen daily are happening because of other things that have happened, and so on and so forth, and how it can maybe change the trajectory to a good way moving forward. At least these are my ideas, my thoughts. I hope that I can make some type of positive difference in the world. It's really all that's going on. I would also love to make some type of positive difference in my bank account. So please like my Substack. Find me there. Just type Ben Boquist, substack.benboquist.com, I believe. That's how you get there. You can subscribe for free, and that's fine. You can also choose to pay me the money, and that's even better for everybody involved. Rough times here at this farm. Me and my roommates seem to be losing our domicile due to the, being priced out of the housing market, and really bullshit. I feel really bad for my roommates trying to buy this place, and it is what it is. Housing market sucks, but if anybody out there has $20,000 to $40,000, hook it up. Whatever. But that's neither here nor there. It's not the Ben Show. It's AD Nightly. So we're gonna get to it now. From CBSNews.com, St. Louis tornado sirens did not sound in deadly storm. Now a city commissioner has been placed on leave. St. Louis Emergency Management Chief has been placed on administrative leave, and the city's mayor said after the sirens meant to sound during a tornado warning and failed to be activated ahead of Friday's deadly twister. So Sarah Russell, commissioner of the City Emergency Management Agency in St. Louis, will remain on paid administrative leave as an external investigation proceeds into what went wrong. St. Louis Mayor Kara Spencer, already ordered an internal probe into the immediate aftermath of the siren failure when National Weather Service radar indicated that tornado touched down between 2:30 and 2:50 p.m. local time. It initially struck near Central St. Louis, before ripping through the area, with officials estimating some around 5,000 people were affected. 5 people in St. Louis were killed in the severe weather, officials said. Spencer described it as, quote, one of the worst storms. Absolutely. There is a system of 60 outdoor sirens stationed around St. Louis, which are meant to be activated once the National Weather Service issues a tornado warning for the area, as they did on Friday, and there are 2 places where they can be activated, the CEMA office and the fire department. According to Spencer's office, which announced Russell's leave Thursday, the commissioner was attending an off-site workshop with other emergency management staff when the tornado warning came down, and that prevented them from activating the sirens from their agency's main building about half a mile away. Let's see. So Russell instead contacted the fire department to activate the sirens, but the directive was ambiguous. The mayor said her office released a recording of Russell's call to the department in which she confirms they are aware of the NWS warning and briefly clarifies the timing before it says, okay, you got the sirens. The person at the fire department replies, yes, ma'am, and the call ends. Okay, well, that's enough for me. Case closed? I don't know. It seems like this is the kind of thing that should be automated. Yeah, and to my knowledge, it kind of has been, at least the EAS for radio is, the alerts and all that. So it's crazy to me that, especially from where I'm from, we hear the sirens all the time. like they'll be quick to throw those sirens on. I heard them earlier this year at like 1 in the morning, with accompanied with a phone alert. We got a dust storm alert here when that very same storm happened. So it just goes to show me that they have some serious failures in St. Louis. So figure your shit out, St. Louis, please, for the good of your own people in St. Louis. Because this is really inexcusable. I mean, thank God only 5 people hurt, but 5,000 affected. Who knows how less affected they would have been, and maybe those 5 people had the sirens went off in time. You got the sirens? Like, you really got the sirens or what? Let's say you got the sirens, you don't got the sirens. Oh, yeah, we got them, but the worst. The worst. Okay. Next story. 2 crazy shootings happened over the last day and a half, or since, about the last day here. We're going to start with, let's see, the really terroristic one, I would say, the targeted, the hate crime one, which, there's far too many of these things happening as far as, terrorism. And there's really, it's terrorism begets terrorism begets terrorism, and it all seems to be, cyclical, and each one is like a type of revenge. And here's a really terrible story that came out. Here's from ABC7.com. So, 2 Israeli embassy staff members killed in shooting near Jewish museum in D.C., officials say. The suspect in the fatal shooting of the 2 Israeli embassy staff members outside an event at the Capitol Jewish Museum of Washington, D.C. on Wednesday chanted, quote, "Free, free Palestine," after being taken into custody, D.C. Police Chief Pamela Smith said. Of course, that's how they start the article, too, because that's that's the main takeaway. Crazy person whipped up by international conflict. Thanks, international conflict. Okay. 2 staff members of the Israeli embassy were shot this evening at close range while attending the Jewish event at the Capitol Jewish Museum of Washington, D.C. Israeli embassy in Washington spokesperson Tal Naim Cohen said in a statement on Wednesday night. The suspect, identified as 30-year-old Elias Rodriguez of Chicago, was promptly taken into custody at the scene and is being questioned by police, Smith said. After the shooting, Rodriguez attempted to enter the building where the event was taking place and was stopped by event security. Once in custody, he implied that he had committed the shooting and began to chant, "Free, free Palestine." He also explained that he had allegedly ditched the gun used in the shooting, which was promptly recovered, according to officials. Which tells me something right there, interestingly enough. So he shot these poor people, which, again, it's so sad, because obviously if you've paid attention to the situation in Gaza and what the IDF is doing over there, it's atrocious, and they're pretty much doing this every day to random people. It's disgusting, and if you don't think it's connected, then you're a moron. Simple as that. Like, I understand I'm not in the Jewish community. I never will be, because I'm not Jewish. Raised Catholic, so to me, Catholics are kind of like the Jewish people of the Christian world, a little bit. But I wouldn't even call myself Catholic. I should be Lutheran. But I am technically Catholic, so is what it is. Not trying to get religious, I don't think organized religion is something that you should really so much categorize yourself, beyond, this is what I believe, this is what I do on Sunday, these are my morals kind of thing. You know, if you're going beyond that, you're just kind of in a cult. So don't do being in a cult, please. But yeah, a lot of people will go right out and just say, "Oh, obviously, it's this team is going against that team." The quote unquote Free Palestine team is, going after the sovereign Israel team, and it's so ridiculous. It's not. It's just like I started saying, terrorism begets terrorism, and you know, thankfully we don't see as much of this in the United States as I thought possibly we could at the start of this. So I'm just hoping that people come to their senses and realize this conflict is begetting a lot of terrorism around the whole world, and just stop. If we stopped, it'll stop. It's pretty simple to me. So rest in peace to these poor victims who, they were in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's terrible. Well, it's kind of like the Mangione thing where, I'm sure some people are like, cool or whatever. And, if that's what you want to call bravery, just being highly reactive and literally murdering people. I'm just, not on the same page. Obviously, different cases and stuff, and we don't know that Luigi Mangione did it. It's possible he got set up. I mean, if he didn't, dude, what are you doing at a McDonald's with the bag? Come on. I'm just saying. Stupid. But here we are. Sad story. And another crazy story here from CNBC.com. A woman shot at CIA headquarters after crashing into the gate. So a woman was shot and wounded at CIA headquarters after crashing into a gate near there early Thursday morning. The woman had been preliminarily identified as 27-year-old Mania Spadero. Two senior law enforcement officials briefed on the incident told NBC News the shooting on CIA property in Langley, Virginia occurred hours after two Israeli embassy members were shot and killed outside D.C.'s Jewish Capitol Museum. Okay. So Spadero was found guilty in 2021 and charged with driving while intoxicated. Filings in Arlington General District Court show her sentence of 180 days in jail was suspended, according to the court filings. And the CIA earlier said, quote, there was a security incident that law enforcement responded to at CIA headquarters. The main gate is currently closed. Employees should seek alternate routes. Additional details will be made available as appropriate. Spokesperson for this told you. I just, when I read this article earlier, I saw that in a tweet, the CIA said, front gate's closed, use another entrance today. This is how they speak to their employees. The CIA is just, CIA, whatever, what are they called? Agents are watching the CIA's Twitter to find, in company, what should be in company memos. Oh, what the fuck? What the fucking fuck? The CIA. This happens a lot too when with federal agencies. I think it just happened to the IRS, if I'm not mistaken, within a couple months or last year, where people, crazies, just get a wild hair and go, they have Google, and they go, okay, well, that's where the headquarters is. I'm going to crash my car into the front gate. Stupid. And, again, terrorism begets terrorism. So, I mean, get on your shit, everybody. Don't do the terrorism. Don't terrorize people. Give people a reason to be happy, give me and my roommates $50,000. 10 for me just to have. But, man, it sucks. Everything sucks. But everything is awesome. Don't forget that, how awesome things are. And getting so much better as you pay attention and actively change the bad things that suck. That's the most important thing. that, to some degree, it feels like we're all, out of control of things. But when you boil it down to your own life, what you do to change, really how you choose to feel is a big part of it. So, yeah, hope you got something like that to think about, to plan on. My beardy buddies chilling. And yeah, we're going to call it a night. Thanks so much for listening. AD Nightly. Follow us, like me. Follow me. That's it. All right. Peace.